What's going on, everybody? LK here, back at it again with another video, and today some Dragon Ball Fighters for y'all. So as you all know, I've been playing a lot more online because I kind of have to, and I kind of wanted to revisit a point that we talked about a long time ago. A lot of people talked about this right when the game came out, how to use sparking. I wanted to revisit it because after playing people online of so many different skill levels, I realized that people still, I don't feel like, have a totally complete understanding of what sparking is and what it does. So I wanted to revisit this today.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried. This is about Arc-size game legend LordKnight. Check into it and subscribe it. And you can ask all the people who like it. Do it now!
Okay, so with that, sparking. So before we actually talk about how people tend to use sparking, I want to talk about first anchor characters a little bit. So this game has a few kind of standardized canon, if you will, anchor characters that when someone is like, oh, I play this character and this character, I'm looking for a last character. Who should I play? These are probably your go-to characters. Remember that my general advice here is to pick a character that can definitely hit opponents without assists or that are very hard to catch. Pretty common anchor characters in this game are characters like base Goku. He has good neutral and he has a fast command grab. Yamcha also has really good neutral and he has Wolf Fang Fist. It's pretty hard to defend against Wolf Fang Fist. If someone says they can do it, they're a liar. There are some characters that are less commonly put in this role, like Blue Goku actually has everything he needs to play in this role, but he also functions well as a point and a mid, so he's kind of flexible here. SSJ Vegeta is the classic I am really hard to hit. Like, he doesn't really have good mix-ups. We've seen him play for a really long time. He needs the standard support, like, you know, your Kid Boos and your Gotenks and stuff like that. But when he's alone, he has the Air Ki Blast. He can DP your Super Dash. He's small, so he's hard to hit. Of course, there are more examples too, but I'm not going to go into them right now because that's not what this video is for. So what we have here is what happens in most games, right? So most players, actually a large percentage of the players, I would almost go as far as saying like 98% of the people I've played, random people I've played on ranked and stuff like that, they save their sparking for the last character, and that makes sense. So we know that when you have sparking for your last character, it lasts for a long time, so you get a lot of the benefits for a long amount of time. And on top of that too, you also have limit break and it stacks. So the combination is pretty strong, to be fair. That being said though, in competitive play, people tend to not wait that long to use it. If for some reason in a competitive match the sparking is still available on the last character, it's usually because the player didn't think they would actually die from certain things, or they just got punished in ways they didn't realize that could potentially end them like that. A lot of people in tournament play use their sparking to protect the team composition, to keep the three characters alive. This is really, really important because the character is a resource. You can think of your assists as an extra move that is really, really non-committal. This is why beams are so good. So for example here, I have Cell, GT, SSJ Vegeta. So when I have GT and SSJ Vegeta, I literally have a normal that covers 45 degrees upwards on the screen and stops people from jumping. And I have another normal that covers 45 degrees down and stops people from doing all sorts of things in neutral. When you lose a character, not only do you lose these type of neutral things, you also lose opportunities for mix-ups, combo extensions, supers, aka DHCs. You lose a lot for losing a character. So the character is so valuable that people want to use the sparking to protect the character. You'll also want to use defensive sparking when someone puts you in a really unfavorable position. Something like this. We know that base Vegeta gets a 50-50 here. It really sucks to be in this position. You could gamble with him to see if you can like get out, but if he hits you, you're going to die. So sparking kind of just negates this. If you're trying to use defensive sparking like that, it's really your call. It depends on how scared you are, what resources to have available. There are times where there are pretty legitimate reasons to not burn the spark and try to just fight your way out. So for instance, let's say I have no assists available here and I get this, and this is my first touch on you. I have no meter you could afford to kind of guess your way out of here. You're not going to die from the next touch because I'm going to have 0 bars and no assists. So I have to knock you down again and hit you a 3rd time. So there you might not necessarily want to spark. Now, once this defensive sparking comes into play, it's really important that you understand the game that's going on here. This is a moment that can determine how the rest of the game goes. When you use your defensive sparking, your minimum goal is to make it so your character doesn't die. That's the whole point of a defensive sparking. Your maximum goal is to protect your team and kill one of their characters. If you do both, you really won that sparking. That sparking was very valuable to you. If you only protect your team comp, it's still valuable. You did a good job. You did what you wanted to do at minimum, and you still have your team intact. If you lose your character or your opponent gets in on you and keeps on rushing you down, kind of sucks. You lost that sparking. You only get 1 of these per game. We're not counting Shenron. Come on, dog. How many times have you guys gotten Shenron? Let's be honest. I think I've summoned Shenron once in 3 years. So just keep all these things in mind when you're using your defensive sparking. So offensive sparking, I know a lot of y'all do this. You are practicing your touch of death combos. Now, for touch of deaths, there's a reason why you don't see them very often in tournament play. Now, the thing is, it's a lot about resources. So you can't count on having the resources available all the time. If you do, cool, but it's just like you have to pinpoint places on when you want to use or go for the touch of death. Also, of course, you have to be able to perform the combo. If you don't perform the combo, you basically wasted your spark, and sparking, you need it to kill a character or protect your team, and since using it offensively, you're definitely not protecting your team, so you have to kill a character. It's a little bit more restricted in use. As far as touch of death, as an aside, it does matter as time goes on because you do want them for like your guard cancel punishes or occasional 2H punishes like super dash, stuff like that. It's a fair argument that it's not necessarily worth doing a touch of death to their point character. That's another discussion though. Now, one thing that you should definitely have down, if possible, are happy birthday combos. So if you don't know what that is, because Dragon Ball is your first fighting game, it's a term from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where someone calls their assists, and you hit both the assist and the point character at the same time. Now, in Marvel 3, when this happens, usually both characters die. But in Dragon Ball, it's kind of uncommon to have both characters die, but you can definitely have the backup character, the assist, die. So this is a pretty logical use of your sparking, right? So if you look here, I'm doing a pretty simple combo here. I'm gonna gain about 1 bar. This is about as basic of a combo as you can get in this game, right? But here, I gain twice as much meter as you can see. So even with a relatively simple extension, I can kill the assist character. And depending on the character, get a level 3 knockdown into continued offense or whatever I want. As a side note, it is character specific whether or not your level 3 will hit the assist or not. Generally, these theatric level 3s will not do it, but ones like Cell's level 3 or like SSJ Vegeta's level 3 will hit them both. Now, the last thing I would want to talk about as far as offensive sparking would be cementing your lead by using your extra resource, your sparking. So in this case, you won't see people that often use their sparking to kill the first character unless there is an example like guard canceling a problem character or something else like them tagging in a problem character like Z Broly or UI Goku or something like that. So here, for instance, I'm going to get a really big hit here. 2M is a really good starter, as we all know. This is not going to kill for sure, but he's in a kind of bad spot. Like, I would get Oki and stuff like that. But here, though, since I have my whole team and Spark, and he still has Spark, I can choose to use my Spark to do more damage and build more meter. And even with this basic combo, I can secure the kill. So this puts me in a really favorable situation. Of course, I'm going to lose my Spark, but they're going to be on their last character with or without Spark. Even if you can say that they can definitely take one character with their Spark, they still have to deal with a 2-1 lead that I have. So I have still the assist extensions, more damage, better neutral control, and I can hold the lead that I have and try to close the game. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If you've been watching my matches that I've been uploading, you would have seen me do basically all of these besides guard cancel punishes into touch of deaths. I express all of these ideas when I play. I just wanted everything to be together in one nice tight little video to help you all out. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.